Hello, welcome to the last edition of this week. We're going to be playing the Dynamite version 2. Just got done recording the other two. See if this deck actually has what it takes to compete a little bit better than them. So the new upgrades we're getting is we're increasing our firstborns. On top of that, we also got Game Trail, which is a nice upgrade for lands. And then we have decent sized upgrades for the sideboard. So that's what we're trying out today. See if this deck has what it takes to compete in the Pioneer format. Now, keep in mind, I will probably next week when I upgrade this deck, I will not make it like my other dinosaur decks. I want to keep with the fact that this deck does play Hammer Skull, Hulking Raptor, Trumpeting Carnosaur, so it's going to be a slightly different version because I want it to be its own thing. I want to keep it that way and not integrate it with what my current series is on the other channel. So no further ado, let's get into this deck list. But before we do, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe, hit that bell notification for future videos. We're on our way to being monetized, which is 1,000 subs. Let's get there together. Let's get into this deck list and see the deck in action. Again, we still have 8 elves. We have our yearling, which is a solid beater. So this is what I'm going to be tapping more into for this particular deck. I have not really done in Pioneer, I have not done a yearling version of dinosaurs. We still have their Gestaffs, some giant mauls, raptors, Hammer Skulls, and Hulking Raptor Carnosaur. So this deck is going to be less about Enrage and more about other kind of stuff like that. We still have Burst Lightning, Monstrous Rage, Torch the Tower. You could definitely change Monstrous Rage, but I wanted to go with something a little bit more aggressive than the other versions. We still have Backwoods, which is a kind of a bad tap land, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Sideboard, we still have 3 Pick Your Poisons, 2 Ringing Volleys, some Veils to protect our threats over something like Torch against control and mid-range. Braids for a little bit of artifact removal. We have a talent in case we want more card advantage, which is kind of nice. Pyroclasm for sweepers against aggro. Ooze for graveyard hate. Cases for mid-range threats, or mid-range matchups, and control. So that is what we're trying out today. Let's see if this deck has what it takes to compete in Pioneer. Mountain, go. Sacred Foundry. Interesting. Alright, so we play our land, play a yearling. Go. I don't know if this is burn or what. We don't really see that much Boros. Or I guess this is just Mardu Fang, and it's, I guess, okay. Alright, we play the Raptor. Go. So depending on what he does, we'll probably just hopefully get this talent, and nope, we're not answering anything with that. Yep, so it's Fang. He did not have a land, though. Keep that in mind. So hit you, say go. Next turn, I'm assuming he's just going to play a Blood Tithe Harvester. Answers my... Well, this talent is kind of useless now. I was hoping to get more, but we can still at least deal 1 more point of damage. Say go. Do you have a removal spell for the Raptor too? Harvester. Pay into it. Say go. So this Trumpeting Carnosaur should do some work. Get rid of another Parhelion. And a Fatal Push. Do you attack me? No. We play Trumpeting Carnosaur. Get rid of the Harvester, say go. Draw a card. A Liliana minus. I'm assuming, because, yeah. Seems like the most logical choice. You get the 5/5. We get to play a Raptor. Elf. Go. So, see what he does. He might just play a Fang, and yeah, and then get his Parhelion back.
We all have things we'd rather forget.
Get rid of the land. Question here, does he get back the Sky... I mean, he does get back the Sky Sovereign. Seems like the worst card by a huge margin. Alright, I mean, that's fine. I'd rather have that than a Parhelion, so take it every day of the week. Take my beats. Getcha.
A delay, nothing more.
I would not have had enough. That would have been enough, though. Okay. I'm at 9. I guess that's technically lethal right there, but I have to kill the Fang. There goes my rage. Question is, do you attack me with the Overlord? Because that was +2. If I would have cast that. Like I said, if I would have known I was drawing a burst, I would have won, but I didn't know that. So we go to 4. We draw a land, which is absolutely useless. Let's scoop it up. So we have an Ooze, a Case, maybe Veils, and Braids, potentially. Down Burst Lightning. I could bring in some sort of, like, Babel Hate, but I don't think I want to. Talent, gone. I'm not sold on it. That's going to do a lot of work. Torch, probably also not that great. Volley's better, because it actually can kill a Bang. Probably down the little Dino. We're not like that. District. Carnosaur, fine. Do you have an elf? I mean, do you have a Thoughtseize? No. Play Yearling. Go. Probably a Fatal Push. Alright. Overlord. Just a Harvester. Play a Cinder Maw. Go. Liliana minus.
Enough with the mysteries. I've on or out. One of your friends has to leave.
White Raptor, go. Yeah, I'm taking 4, and if he tries to target it, the removal. But I don't think I have a choice. Short. Do you get Delirium? Does. Thoughtseize. What do you take? My Trumpeting Carnosaur. So he's gonna make me discard my Yearling? Get rid of Veil. Get rid of the Lily. Go.
Fine. I know when I'm not wanted.
Grease Fang. Parhelion. That's just lethal, right? Because of the FOMO. Probably untap the Grease Fang. If I had to guess here, no. Doesn't matter what you do, untap, really, because this has Vigilance, which kind of cracked with FOMO. I mean, I'm just so dashed with this, though, because he gets additional deck with all these threats. Scoop it up. 0-1, I believe. Let's get into the next. Tap land. Alright, so we get District. Elf is okay. Alright, plays an island. Play an elf. Play a tap land. Go. Greg Proctor with Lotus Field. Got it. Getcha. Take it. Play a Raptor. Go. Another Lotus Field. You could play Teferi, uptick, untap 2 Lotus Fields, but doesn't do anything. get frisky. Takes 4. We have plenty of dual land. I mean, plenty of lands to get. Get one of each. Play a hulking raptor. Go. There's the Teferi. You don't tuck that, right? You just draw. Yeah, makes sense. Question is, can we get through with these monstrous rages? Deluge. That's Ward 2. You gotta basically tap down. Monstrous Rage. So that's 8 coming across. Alright. Another big guy down. I guess that's just useless now. Yeah, 1 minute short. I'm actually doing it.
We need to move quickly.
Dream Trawler. Impulse. Untaps 2 lands. We get Pugs McGee, or Tenacious. Okay. Try it again. Hit and trying to get rid of the stupid Teferi. Deluge. That's fine. Just trying to get something going. Okay, I don't lose my threat. Go. I could sack this monstrous token and kill the Strict Proctor. Not sure how relevant that is, to be honest. Might as well get rid of that, or at least weaken it. So that brings it down to 4? Yeah. And there goes the board. Again, we lose one of few rares. Not looking too great. Of course, we draw land. Sweet. And a Deluge.
We need to move quickly.
So draws. Emperor. Probably put the counter.
Feel the energy of battle, then guide it. Strike
Oh.
fast and strike hard.
Yeah, it's me. Not looking great. I can't seem to... I need something that has a lot of gas. That's not gonna work. Okay. So cases, I guess. Planeswalkers don't really help. First should probably be trimmed. Really, Monstrous Rage isn't that great either. I guess those are just better, but not by much. I guess Veil. Again, I don't really see the desire. I guess that's a flyer, so I guess there is some merit. I think I keep the Torch because I get hit a Planeswalker. And I guess that argument, I'd rather just have Burst. Right? Because it can actually deal 4 to a Planeswalker. Which is better than dealing 3. Yeah. Monstrous Rages are just bad, though. Run it like this, I guess. Play a tap land. Go. He plays his own tap. Play Yearling. Go. You just gotta be wary, I guess, of subtle wreckage. Strict proc dog. Raptor. Hitcha. I guess if that was the case, I should have just played the yearling and the elf. Thespian stage. That's good. So there's no Lotus Field yet. Play yearling. Elf. Smack for 7. Go. Cycles. Shocks himself. Emperor. You minus eat my raptor?
You started this fight, but I'm going to start. I am almost sad to see you go.
See what he has, right? I think it's correct. Shoot. Did not mean to do that. Okay. Go. Yeah, punt there. I did not mean to pay. I meant to just let it go.
See you later.
And now I might be losing this game because of
Keep
that.
watch for intruders.
And if he tries to do something at sorcery speed, that's not going to be very good for him. So let's see if he has a settle. Okay. First. Alright. Run it back. Tapland. We will also play a Tapland. Put an elf in the yard. Play double elf, I guess. There you go. Tapland, huh? Gotcha. Hulking Raptor, go. Alright. Hunter's Talent. Pay into it. Swing. For 6. You could have definitely have... Let go. Because you might have a Wrath coming soon. The Deluge. Strict procced off. Lotus Field. So we go ahead and do this flying. Pay into there. So there's no world, right, where he has a settle or anything like that. So I'm going to just go for it. Go. So I'm comfortable where we are. We might be winning our first match here, which we didn't do with the fairies today. And we did do that with the previous deck, the power deck. So at the peril. So it looks like Rule is putting up a little bit better of a fight than Demir. But then again, Demir, like, it's a bunch of small creatures, so it really kind of wants rares. So it's more dependent on the rares than this deck. Looks like he might be going for a Disconnect 2 Sure, it makes me end my turn. I hate this deck.
Skip to the good part.
The fact that this card exists is kind of super annoying. Now what? So you could have a settle or something. Deal with damage. Try to play case. Get rid of the little dude. Try to go there. Could have a saddle. If he uses a saddle, that's fine, right? And that's fine, right? Play Raptor. No more lies. Okay, go. And the question is, does he have a way to deal with my board? I'm just going to keep committing to the board and trying to win this game. Try to get us a 1-1 record. Desperately cycles. That's a good sign. More desperately cycling. Strict Proctor. Strict Proctor. So we have Pugs. We have Cinder Maw. We should be able to Sprock. I can't. Actually, I can't. No, I can't. Because I'm going to vomit my hand. I don't want to... I want to start getting this case online. So, attempt to swing at you for 4. So now you have to block it. Probably double block, honestly. I mean, however you're going to do it, right? That makes no sense. Why give me the free token? So that happens. We get to draw a card, which is useless, so I'm kind of happy we're getting rid of that. Draws a card. So that's at 8 now. We kind of just need to get through it and close this game out. So my best bet, I think, at this point is to swing the 2 small elves at the Teferi. Just trying to get it down to 7. And then force him to interact with my Cinder Maw and my Hammer. Both with Trample. So I think that's my best line. Oh, that stupid card. Alright. Alright, so he goes ahead and does that. Now, the question is, what do you have left in your hand? So we have a case. So we could definitely grind. No point of keeping this in hand. You can turn on the hall, block here, block here, block here. The hall makes this where it's difficult. Actually, no. Put the +1 of there. So even if he turns on the hall, like, okay, settles me. Now what? So get lost. Okay. Make your little 1/1. Okay, makes another Lotus Field. So he has 4 of them. You can still make a 1/1. If it doesn't. So he's starting to get frisky now. Hit you to 3. Play Raptor. Okay.
Anyone
Make
who
it do to, or
harms my
you
people must
boost your
contend
Proctor.
with me. You're done.
Seems a little weird to me, but okay. I'll allow it. Put a counter on it. Put another counter on it. Say go. You can't really, because you can't really kill anything right now. I mean, I'm not sure if I could win this game or not. Yeah, it gets rid of my Raptor.
Remember your training.
What are you gonna do? Turn on a hall? I can care less. Have to go for a counter. Dovin's Raptor. Alright, plays another Wandering Emperor.
I'm not overconfident. You're just underwhelmed.
Gains more life.
This is what you get for hurting my people.
I could play the Cinder Maw. Actually, he can't, right? The only untapped land he has is his Lotus Field, which only does he can't tap for both colors. So. Smack you for 3. Draw a card. Say go. You get rid of my Raptor. At least this is making him not get my case. Like, him not getting my case is really allowing me to just kind of go off with practically just turning through my deck. So, I mean, it seems very bad to be going for my Raptors, but I get it. He needs to be able to interact on my turn. But I mean, you could go for close to lethal. Actually, you can go for lethal if you have a removal. Do you have removal?
Strike fast and strike hard.
So just stack just with that? Sure. Go to 2. Vomit my hand, top of my library a little bit. Play another Cinder Maul. See what you have. Do you have a settle? Oops. I punted on my side. Should have pumped this. And then I would have 3 power guys, which would have been enough to take him out, but... No, wait, this has trample. So it's all good. Good game. Alright. 1-1 it looks like, after a long drawn-out match here. Oh, that was a rough one, but we got there, it looks like. Because these both have trample, and the smallest guy is a 2-3. Not much you can do, so... You're just gonna time me out, really? You're gonna slow rope this? Yeah, got there. 1-1. Let's get into the next. Game trail. Doing some work. Yep. Cliffs. Oven. Passes. Cinder Maul. Yep. I wouldn't mind an untapped land or just a land in general. Would be ideal. So I can get some stuff going. Harvester. So I could Hunter's Talent plus Burst. Yeah, I think this makes sense. You just do this, swing for 10 or 5. Headshot. Yep. Next turn we get Cinder Maul plus leave up Burst. Witness, huh? Okay. So thankfully our dude has trample, so that's nice. Headshot. Yeah, but you sack it? I guess you don't really need to. I don't really want to waste that either. Go. Okay, dispute. Draw some cards. Alright, castle. Seems pretty reasonable. Harvester. And a witness. Another oven. Tend to get rid of the harvester. Because I can care less about the witness. It can't actually trade my Zendermoss. So there's no point in trying to kill it. We just trample over it. He can't really block and sack with it. So we do Hunter's Talent. Swing in there. Deal 8, down to 4. Finding a Mayhem Devil there is pretty dang good. But then again, he also has Fable the Mirror Breaker, which is also a really good card. Picking one between the two of them is not an easy task by any means. So he could start sacking some stuff. Treasure. He could kill one of my Cindermoss. But he has to kill the elf. So we could just burst X4. Looks like he might be getting game 1. Which is a nice place to be. Dispute. What do you want to do? Yeah, imagine you want to take out my bigger threats. Not knowing that the actual Llanowar elf is the biggest threat of them all. Unless you have a Thoughtseize. Okay, do you care about my elf? Does not. It doesn't matter anyways. Forward of the dome. There goes your devil. Sure. Kills my elf. Way too late, though. So against this matchup, we have Pick Your Poisons, potentially. A Scavenging Ooze could do some work. Monstrous Rage feels very finicky. Probably a Case over a Torch. A Braids probably over a Torch. And a Hunter's Talent? Or not like that. Mountain. Elf, go. Tapland. Witness. Reveal the lamp. Again, Game Trail doing some real work in this budget deck. We will do Artifact. And that's fine. Look at you go. Go. Playing around my move. This card is definitely not as good, right, as other possible cards. Just because of that factor. You could play around it pretty easily in this deck, because you make so much, you know, probably takes my Get This, but they make so many, like, food tokens and stuff, like, it just doesn't matter. Weirdly enough, we draw the freaking Dino again. Thoughtseize bug. Catch ya. Takes my 2/3. Hits me to 18. And then sacks it. Another land, not helpful. Catch it at 10, say go. So we have a 39% chance of drawing another land. Which I guess is fine. Oh, wait. Mayhem Devil. Pretty problematic. It gets a bunch of 1/1s. Now, normally we would be playing something like Shaper Sanctuary, which absolutely hoses Devil, but we don't get that luxury because that's a rare. So, now in the next week, I will talk about probably the priority of the actual cards. Like what's the most priority of the non-lands in the lands. Of course, lands is going to always end up being shocks. Get the shocks if you can. But some of the creatures I think will be surprising. And some won't. Takes my 3/2. Hits me for 6. I mean, I'm not doing much here. Why not attack with the Devil? I can't do nothing to the Devil. And if you really are upset about something I could do, you just sack the treasure and just kill my thing. I think it's time to go to game 3. Like I played Lockhouse over an elf and some Veils over some elves. I like that. Tap land, go. Hive. Okay, Oven. By the trail, a braid. By the ovens I go. Now the question here is, do I drop this raptor down? Probably. The issue with that is I can't. If I do that, I can't get Saf next turn and pay into it. So either I do just Burst Lightnings this turn, or I do Raptor. I think I do Raptor. This could be a claim or a fatal push. One of the two. Maybe it is a claim. He's just trying to figure out how he wants to actually sack it post attacks, but tap land. All right, claims. Question is, how do you sack it, though? You only have one black mana left. You have an oven? Fatal push? That's pretty weird to do that. Not gonna lie, that's pretty freaking weird. Tap land, go. I could deal 4 to it. Or I could do this. Could have a. I think I have to do it this way. I get his 2 spells, but I also get to hit him for 2. Burst Lightning. Okay, deal 1 to my face, probably. Sure. Got rid of the Devil. Gotcha, go. It is kind of funny, though. We're facing traditional, old-school Rakdos sacrifice. Like, this is pretty ancient. Alright, claims it. Hits me. I'm assuming he has like a sack draw too. Really? I guess I play Elf. Go. There's no world where I just want to keep going 4-4. Like, Jags. Okay. Hit ya. Play an Elf. So I'm probably going to play a Jags. Sure. Another Fatal Push. Play a Cinder Maw. Go. Turns on the Hive. Okay. I'm surprised I didn't do it a long time ago. Swing for the Hive. Take it. Yep. Turns on the Hive again. Kill the Hive. Tap land. Sure. Actually, wait a minute. That should work. I hate using my Veil like that, but close this game out. So now he has a Hive. We do have 4 damage. He's essentially at 3. Pugs. I think I shoved with both. Because if he blocks the 2-3, then I just kill him with my burst. And get there. 2-1 with a super budget deck. Let's get into the wrap up. So what do we think about this deck overall? We went 2-1. Not terrible. There's a lot to build off here, really. Yearling, elves, so we're going to be building off of. And hopefully we can get a pretty reasonable deck in general next week. So like I said, make sure you subscribe because there is a lot coming next week when it comes to actually maybe potentially good decks for Pioneer / Explorer. Like I said, I want to make sure I do this series because Pioneer Masters is coming around the corner, and I wanted to make sure you guys have the ability to get into this format if you like Pioneer. So to play, test, and prepare for your local tournaments. But like always, this channel does do a bunch of tournaments. So if you want to play some Explorer tournaments, or maybe even on MTGO Pioneer, we have that access. Let me know in the comment section what you guys want to know about that. There is a link there down in the description is a link to the Patreon. It has all the tiers written out. So if you want to get a part of it and basically do every single event, which we're going to be doing Pauper, Explorer / Pioneer, Revolt. We're going to have a lot of different tournament options available. So make sure you do all that. And hopefully by the time we get to the championship, we have a decent money pool to give out amazing prizes. So make sure you participate. If you're worried that, okay, the first tournament is not paid, I just want to get you guys' foot wet. Make sure you guys get excited. And then the following ones, like I said, we're going to keep accruing. And on the quarterly championships, there's going to be payouts, hopefully, depending on how many people we get signing up for the price tag. So please consider doing all that. And until next time, hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Talk to you soon.